Okay, there we go. It wasn't checking my microphone for some reason. Oh, there we go. Off student. And things are being weird again. Is it this one? Yes, it is. All right, perfect. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hope that you're here having just a swell old time. Things look fine. We're gonna get rid of that for now because we don't need it at this time. Welcome, welcome again, and we're gonna try and get some wins under our belt today. So let's see here. Get this open. There we go. Everything's slightly to the right where it's not supposed to be, and it's bothering me. There we go. All right. We're gonna get into this. All right, so we have honestly some pretty good options overall, but we're going to be dealing with the Hexaghost. Okay, so we can actually take away a few extra fights here. So far, I like. I don't like this burning elite path, but I do like getting to. Okay, so we basically have two choices. Either go this way to get early elite. It is possible that we get it for 1 HP, though this shot will be mostly a dud. I do kind of like this idea of going fight, question, fight into an elite to get us some really good stuff early on. I also just generally like going fight, question, fight. Try and like find ways to spend that extra hit points that we're going to be getting back. We're going to be getting 12. We're going to be getting 18 hit points back if we do that. Alternatively, we could go this way, that camp before the elite. Not have a dead shop, and then we'll still end up in the position of going camp elite and then camp elite, getting a good couple extra fights in there. Two question marks, which one of them will probably be a fight. And then we can also go this other way, which is get this elite here, which would result in us going to another elite at another camp at the end here to an elite. Now, I personally like this 2 camp 2 elite route a little bit more because upgrading your cards early has massive value. So I think we're going to go for this camp here with 3 easy fights that we're going to be getting a lot of HP back. Be shameless about. The only problem is that we have a fight into a fight. Is the only downside that I don't particularly like about that, but that's a small downside. So we lose out on 5 hit points, which is not a huge deal, but it isn't a bad deal. Cleave is a good starting card. It's not a bad starting card. We are going to be getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fights for sure. Possibly a 6th, maybe even a 7th. There are 4 question marks, and there's a pretty good chance that one of those is going to be a fight. So I think in this case, we're going to go for the cleave. There's a very strong chance that we get the cleave value in the hallway fights here. Cleave is also just a generally good, slightly better than a regular strike card, even in single opponent combat. All right, Swift Potion, good potion to have. Wild Strike is a card that has served me well in these early parts of the game. And then isn't terrible into Act 2, especially if you can get the vulnerable system going. If you get vulnerable going, an upgraded Wild Strike does, I believe upgraded Wild Strike does 17. If you get the vulnerable going, that is that's plus 8, which then it's doing, so it's literally doing 23 damage for a 1 energy. And that's kind of hard to beat. We do have a cleave, but we do want to try and get in the aggressive mindset. So I think we'll take a Wild Strike here. Is there a way for us to take some damage? There is. But I do kind of like this potion option here. So we'll buy 1 potion. And it's an energy potion. Not bad. Easy. And we got the low roll on the fear potion. I don't think we really want the fear potion. It is good into 2 of the elites over the energy potion. I think we'll just take the minus the gold and run away with it. Exhume is a fine card, but not a card that we want at this time. Alternatively, we can take the Thunderclap. Thunderclap is a decent card for applying a vulnerable. Twin Strike, on the other hand, is also 10 flat damage, which isn't bad for 1 energy. Thunderclap into either of these, however, is extremely powerful, so we'll take Thunderclap. Plus 2 HP. Alright, excellent. And in this case, we're going to actually smith the Wild Strike. Plus 5 on a card that is not a massive negative for this part of the game is pretty good. Not a great turn 1, but not a terrible one. Kind of looking for a Wild Strike here. Pretty good. This is block 10. That's actually really good for us. If he gets 72 hit points, I don't mind taking 10 here. Play the Thunderclap. It also makes it so that we don't immediately draw, which is something that is actually, they would like Thunderclap a second time around. For the weakened Sentry. And I can actually just kill this guy. Playing the Swift Potion here is not a big deal. We do not need 10 health. Excellent. Mercury Hourglass. A nice pickup. And improves. Hey, Reaper, how's it going there, bud? Do you fucking well mind? What are you knocking shit over for? Damn cat. Get here. Alrighty. Now then. Let's see here. Impervious is just an easy pickup here. Might even help save us in the terrible turn. My mic audio is doubling? Really? Interesting. Like, oh, what the hell? There we go. That's weird. What the heck? Why was my game audio set to... My game audio was set to my microphone for some reason. Why? It shouldn't be able to do that. Because with the speaker, what's about... Whatever. It's fixed now. Well, thanks for that. Appreciate it. Alright, this is a fine 25 HP to lose. Alright, we get a cleave. Vajra. Nice. Okay, do we want double camp or do we want camp elite? We definitely want camp elite. We're looking for maybe a card here. Okay, I'll take a chest. And Chaku. That's good. That is a really good pickup. Do I want to rest here, maybe? I think I do. If I upgrade anything, it's going to be the Impervious, but the Impervious is not a major value, like, upgrade right now. Because any time I'd be taking 30 damage, anytime I'd be blocking 40, I'd be like 30 would suffice. So upgrading the Impervious is not a big. Upgrading Bash is it's okay at best. Thunderclap is okay. Actually, Thunderclap is kind of a very mediocre upgrade, although it is the same upgrade as Cleave. So it's not terrible. We are getting a Lagavulin or a Gremlin mob fight, both of which are really, like, bad to get at 28 HP. Unless you get really lucky with your offense on the first round with Gremlin mob. Or if I get Impervious specifically on the turn in which he's doing 28 damage. I think we're going to rest. That way we don't have to worry about taking any damage after that as well. Yeah, so we get lucky here. We get a good turn 1. We're going to do half this health in one go. And he's definitely dead next turn. 15 HP, and there being that much offense in my deck, he's just dead. Excellent. We have Blood Vial. I'm tempted to take this Feel No Pain. We don't have any exhaust engines right now, but I really do like this Feel No Pain. Let's take it. Also, Vajra helping us on this in our damage in general is pretty decent. We don't have any strength scaling specifically, but that's okay. We can take 11 damage here to get this and this off. Damn. 1 damage short. I kind of like this clothesline. Honestly. Gives me pseudo block. And that's probably going to be the last of the cards that we pick up. Take 8 damage here. Smoke Bomb, kind of worthless. Rage or Pommel Strike? I do like Pommel Strike, but I don't want to bury out my deck at this time. I kind of need some defensive measures added before I worry about anything beyond that. We're definitely doing an upgrade here. We're going to do an upgrade on either the Clothesline or the Feel No Pain. We're going to do an upgrade on the Clothesline because that helps us a little bit more in the immediate. The Clothesline in the first 2 hands is a pretty good first hand. We have a lot of health. Alright, pretty good odds. That is unfortunate. Well, that is 30 damage coming our way. We're just going to block as much of it as we can. Apply vulnerable for the rest of the fight. I think we're doing okay here. Not a great. We're not doing great, but we're doing okay. That's 12 damage coming in. I can't take that. That's okay. Impervious? No. And 3 burns all at the bottom. That is rough. Well, that's a shame. Okay. Ooh, same deal. Nice. Hexaghost. Again. I do like this right here. Into this here. We can get 5 campfires. 2 elites. And we have to do 3 fights in order to get there. 4 fights. And we have the 1 HP. So this is a really strong start, actually. I really like Rampage floor 1. The problem is, I don't think I'm gonna actually want Rampage floor 1. I think I want Anchor over anything else. Ooh, I wouldn't mind a Bludgeon. Yeah, let's add Bludgeon to our deck. That's a good floor 2 card. Flex Potion. Power Through, maybe? Yeah. I do like Pummel Strike. I also like the Shrug it off, but with the Pummel Strike. 143, not worth it. I'll take a little damage here. 2 defend upgrades is actually not a terrible thing. And we are going to upgrade that Bludgeon. This now just kills everything. I'm not really looking for cards too much here. Let's do that. I'd like to take less damage. Thank you. Yeah, this route we ended up taking no damage. Rather than just playing the Bludgeon blindly.
Welcome back, adventurer.
Oh, thank you very much there, Rex. Appreciate it. Back for the tier 1 with the 3 months. Nice. I wouldn't mind a little break, but unfortunately, that is not very good for. Seeing red is terrible, though. Alright, let's smith, and let's first smith that seeing red, I think, maybe. Since we do have that bludgeon, we can kind of justify it a little bit better. Ooh, self-forming legs. Go for another smith here. We're gonna smith the Pummel Strike, get 2 card draw instead of just the 1. There we go. Play the Seeing Red here. I'll take 4 damage. That's fine. Alright, this way if I get any 1 attack card, I'm fine. Yeah. Ooh. Excellent. Alright, Anger Strike. Right. And we have the Bludgeon in the next draw, so he's just dead. Awesome. Gira. Nice. Flex. Warcry is not a bad card. It lets us kind of tutor our deck just a little bit. And with something like the Bludgeon or the Power Through, because we have 2 very high value cards, being able to decide if we want the next turn or not is a little bit better. We'll take it. Do I want to just take 11 damage here? Not really. I have the defenses to kind of whittle away at him a little bit. I can just kill him. We're going to be upgrading via Gira here. I do like the Iron Wing here. Do we need to upgrade anything? Not particularly. We'll just lift. +1 strength is another elite for us here. Pummel Strike. I guess I could just play the Seeing Red just to get rid of it from my draw pile. This is good. We're gonna throw this on. Perfect. Ironheart, Maw Bank. Good, very good, very good. I do like this headbutt here. Now, the real question is, do we want to go and upgrade on the Iron, which is +4 stats total, which is +4 stats. It's a pretty good upgrade. Or do we want to go for a +1 to every single strike, to every single attack card that we have, so +1? I think we want to go +1 to every single attack card. That's way more value. All right. We have a ton of health. We're going to get punched in the mouth so hard here. Seeing Red. I think it's worth it here. Like, yeah, we take 25, but he's already down to 114 health. Should have played Warcry first. Taking 12 is a little bit steep here, but it's fine. We'll block this turn. We good defend in the next hand. Just kill him next turn. Misplay. Should play that in a different order. It's fine though. I win anyways. Very good. This is why we like bludgeon. And I played that poorly too. Brutality is not a bad power to have right now. In all honesty. It does solve our card draw issue by giving us +1 hand. And taking 1 HP of damage is not a big deal. You can also always lean into that too. Something like Blood for Blood, or something like Centennial Puzzle. If we see it, make sure we pick that up. There's a lot of ways that brutality is very good for us. We'll take it. Wish I didn't take it now. Snecko Eye. Birdcage is also, it's not terrible, but it's not great. This runs one of my upgrades, like Null and Void. Which is specifically seeing red. It also kills Warcry, kills Anger. End up with 2 dead cards and a Null upgrade, which is a bit of a shame. But Bludgeon for 1.5 energy, Bash for 1.5 energy, and +2 hand size. +2 hand size is just so big. It's so huge. We'll take Snecko. My beloved. Alright, with Snecko Eye, how strong are we feeling? We're feeling pretty strong, not gonna lie. Especially with this shop right here, we're gonna be feeling pretty strong. And we can just kind of go ham, actually, too. Jeez. Yeah, let's just do it. Might get something of good value here. No? That's a shame. I'll just throw the power through on the top there. Yeah, see, this is beautiful. Boom. Ghostly armor upgrade Ghostly armor is not terrible. It does give us another block card, which we do seriously need. Yes, dear. Sure. Alright. We'll take a Ghostly Armor just because we need a block card. And 13 block is pretty decent. And if we never need to play it, it's fine. Alright. What do we got? I do really, really like Red Skull. We're already sitting at a pretty big +2 strength. Getting +3 to that would be pretty awesome. A Dolly's Mirror is kind of nice for something like Bludgeon. I'd pay 158 gold for a second bludgeon. Also, the shrug is pretty appealing as well. Or the dark. We'll start with Dahlia's Mirror. Get second bludgeon. We can then really want this red skull. We're not going super hard into a strength build though. We're going hard into like the big value cards. I think it's better to go Dark Embrace and then remove Strength. +1 card. And we're going to have enough gold that if we go to another shop, we will be able to afford another relic. Wow, I drew every single defense card except for one in my opening hand. What a joke. Alright, well, let's just do this. Boom. Boom. Ow. Bang. Excellent. So we only take 15 each here instead. I suppose that was overkill, but still. Bad order, bad order. But it's fine. Honestly, came out of that way more ahead than I thought I would have. Burning Pact. Very, very good for us. We're going to take one less fight. Transform 2 cards. Transform a strike and a defend, maybe? Or get +3 strength on the opening hand. That's not terrible. Is there a world where brutality is a less useful card than strength? I don't actually know the answer to that. The mutagen is also pretty handy. If I get something like Clockwork, like if I get the artifact, if I have the artifact at the opening, I could always just end up losing the debuff. Or if I get pellets, I could also remove the debuff that way as well. Yeah, we'll take the pellet. Oh gosh, this opening hand is awful. Take brutality here. Play Seeing Red just to get it out of my hand. Play that to get a little bit of damage done. Alright. Burning Pact on the Dark Embrace. I'm not going to go around again to play it. Okay, that's really good. Okay. Strike, strike, bludgeon, bludgeon, block, block, block. True Grit Plus. Excellent. That's a defense card that I can get behind. Okay. Drink this. Mash first. Pommel Strike. Regular Strike. Ghostly armor, strike. So I wouldn't have killed. I wouldn't have been able to kill there. So I'd rather not take a pile of damage. Dark Embrace. Seeing red. I should have actually replayed that hand differently. I should have bludgeoned, then played headbutt, and then played seeing red. Then I could have potentially bludgeoned again. Not that it's a particularly big deal, because I'm still walking away from this fight taking 7 damage. A Molten Egg, fantastic. Gambler's Brew, and an Immolate. Or a Dual Wield. The Dual Wield is a really, really, really good possible one, where if I ever get a Dual Wield with a low-cost bludgeon, I will just destroy the board. Or with a good power as well. So I think we'll take the Dual Wield. We're gonna go for the lift. +1 strength is just really strong. Alright, Savvy Book. You're so done. Or maybe I'm done. Ooh, lad. Take 1 damage. Burning Pack there. Okay. He just dies. So even if it costs 3, if the other one costs 0, it's good. Ooh, Shuriken. Ancient Potion. You know, for all the strength scaling stuff that we get, we're not doing a whole lot of strength scaling. We want to go crazy mode here. White Beast statue. Okay, we're using a potion to fight now. 250. Do I want to give up an elite for a shop with 250 gold? That's not a terrible idea, I don't think. It's not enough for me to do a removal and a common relic, though. But that does mean that we're going to have very little gold going into the 3rd act, and I think we're actually pretty well set up to take on the champion. So I think we're going to actually go for another elite fight and try to scale that way, keep our gold. Get rid of the Dark Embrace. Perfect. For the upcoming elite, which is either the boys or the Gremlin team, I want Swift Potion. I don't want any of that. It's the boys. This hand kinda sucks, actually. Brutal Brutality. It costs 0. Take a Swift Potion. This is also not a great set of cards. Okay. Oh, that just straight up gets rid of it. Nice. Excellent. Power through here as well. Take 0. It was worth it. I'm gonna get in a potion every fight, so I don't mind this as much. Okay, so this guy's just dead. Oh. I think I kind of deserve that. That's kind of funny. Bottled Flame. Card I would like in my opening hand. Probably a Pommel Strike, yeah? Yeah. Good Bronze, good. Corruption. Hello. Burning Pact or Dual Wield. I think we want to add the Dual Wield because that's kind of our win con right now. Is just getting a bunch of bludgeon. Alrighty, another Stabby Book. Good, good, good. We'll go for the Strike first. Corruption. Burning Pact. Arcane. Here. Throw the Brutality back on top, I think. Yeah. Bash. And then... power through. And just stop there. Take 0 damage here. Fine. Alright. Ghostly Armor. Free. Bludgeon. Bludgeon. Iron Wave for victory. Mango. Nice. Tropic Brew. Pretty good. I do not need a second Corruption. A second Burning Pact, however. That's kind of appealing. But we are going to skip that. We have lots of cards already. Alright. We'll go... almost Parasite. Not ideal. Nothing to do where it's worth dual wielding here. Yep. Dupe Potion. You also firebomb something. Taking a little bit of damage. Oh, we have 80 health. Never mind. We're fine. We're fine. Easy, easy. Actually, I misplayed that. I should have just went for the block there. Oh, well, it's fine. Cultist potion over the fire potion? Yes. And shrug is... shrug is okay. I don't really like the shrug. I would prefer something a little better value. We'll skip. Alright, we wish to smith. Wish to smith. Wish to smith. Power through, I think. Yeah, +5 block, yeah. It's kind of a rough open hand here. Haha. Oh, corruption for 0. Nice. Then we play Dark Embrace. Seeing Red. Brutality. Alright. Bash. Into Bludgeon. Into Power Through. Pen. Or Crack. We put Headbutt on the top there. Darn. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't. I'm an idiot. I didn't get the second Bludgeon. It's fine. This is the combination I did. That's okay, because we're just going to go for 3 bash here. Bash, bash, bash. Boom. Boom. I could have actually played the 3 cards there to try and draw. Yeah, I would have drawn the Bludgeon there. Try and get one more draw, a couple more draws in. Got an Elixir. And... Offering or Fiendfire Plus? Fiendfire Plus is very, very tempting. Especially with something like the dual wield. If we had the Dark Embrace, it would be amazing. Barricade being available also is really strong. Let's just keep our defense cards, our defenses in permanently. Yeah, actually, I think we'll take. This is basically Barricade. It's basically already better than Barricade Plus. So Fiendfire Plus or this actually scales with the immense amount of strength that we're getting too. So, yeah, we'll take it. Take Black Star. Maybe get a few extra relics in the last little section here. We do need to give up a chest. Time Eater is pretty good for us, actually. We need to give up a relic, and we need to give up camp still. Neither of which is particularly problematic. We have plenty of money. An early shot is good. I do like this route right here. Let's go for it. 6 opening, plus 6 opening strength. Kind of nuts. +1 strength following turn. Not a big deal, but it does, every little bit is helpful. Distilled Chaos is definitely better than the Elixir. Second Wind. Excellent. Oh, it's not what I want for an early shot, but I'll take it. Are they on your desk now? This is actually Toy Orthonocopter is gonna be good. We get a potion every combat, so it's basically plus 5 HP every combat. Bajra is nice. Membership card. I am gonna get one more shot before the end of this. And we immediately get its value right here. So now it's just profit. We are 1 gold short of being able to do this, which is a bit of a shame. Well, in that case, we're going to take a break for ads. I'll be back in a minute. we go. Back to it. Let's see here. Yeah, ruins. Hmm. One short. Make Ghost Hammer to block. Cost. Positive. For 17. Specifically wanted that for the extra strength, and it deals with stuff on this turn. Zero costs. And we can go bash. Strike. Iron Wave. Strike. We are at full HP. We don't want the fire potion over those. Another shrug. Getting a little thick on the cards, but I think we can do it. All right. War Cry. Put the Fiend Fire on top, I think. Go Bludgeon on you. Strike, because I can do that to make it a little bit less dangerous. We can take care of the lower HP one a little bit faster. Well, that's not nice. That's not what I wanted. We'll play this still. Even less appeal. I mean, we ended up with 62 armor there, so can't complain too much, I guess. This does get rid of him. I can afford to take 2 damage from that. 0 cost card. I think 1 cost bludgeon. Oh, it just wins anyways. Ha ha ha. Rage is actually not a bad alternative block card here. Not this time. Should play that in the other order. Got another card draw, maybe makes things a little bit different. Possibly, but not really. Oh. Okay, for the corruption. We're gonna Burning Pack the headbutt. Maybe we get the. No, we don't. That's a shame. That just kills that. This brings him great harm. Come on. for something. I was looking for some way to maybe get that Fiend Fire cheaper. But it's fine. Oh, it's already over. Flex Potion is not bad for either of those. A second. We are going to upgrade the first of those second. One of those second. The very big upgrade. Double Elite or Camp. What am I upgrading? Upgrade the Disarm, for sure. Second Wind, second as well. Upgrade the Burning Pack. Look for cards. Oh, this gives me a... Oh, no. We want this. Absolutely. I thought that was only the one elite. I wasn't paying enough attention. Corrupt. Dual wield into the bludgeon. Boom, boom, boom. Should have played the strike first, actually. That would have given me a little bit more damage on those bludgeons. Should have played the rage first. That's fine. Getting 11 damage here is no big deal. Ooh. $18 times 8. Not enough. What if we exhaust this entire hand? And then draw some more cards. And play 2 cards somehow through all this. Looks like we can't actually do that. $25 times there. That should kill it. There we go. Omomori, Horn Cleat, very good. Swift Potion, kind of whatever. Compared to those. Evolve, not necessary. Twin Strike, not very good. Inflame is very meh. Although this is deal 28 damage at the start, which is not bad, and it does scale. I'm gonna skip. We are gonna upgrade our disarm. That extra 1 strength gone. Very, very. We gotta give up the oddly smooth stone for the sapphire key, unfortunately. Go for... Well, we'll start with the Seeing Red. You can bash. Almost. The Bludgeon is very good this turn. That's a good turn 1. Alright. We're gonna Burning Pack our no, our War Cry. Shrug. At work right now, but I'll pull in with my crew for your next stream. Well, I hope to see you again soon. I'm not gonna bother doing brutality for this. Alright. Headbutt. Bludgeon back. Can I actually kill here? 11, 11. This would be 11 and 12. I'm slightly behind. Dupe potion would be really, really good. This gives me 14 block. Liquid Memories, Art of 2 energy relics. That's really big. Liquid Memories, pretty nice. None of these are particularly beneficial to me, although the Super Ring, if I could get cheap, 4 times my strength is pretty decent later on. 4 times strength plus 3. So it's like, when is it as good as a bludgeon, though? Oh, it doesn't need to be as good as a bludgeon. Bludgeon's just my best card. When is it as good as something like, say... I think we skip it. We got a heavy blade, that'd be amazing. Look, this is awful opening hand. Just to get back next turn. Or next run around. What a garbage hand. Take 5 this turn. And neutral. Deal 15 5 times. Or 51. Well, this is more than 51, but also burns both of my bludgeons, which is kind of a problem. Okay. 15 times 8. That's a bit different. It's not enough, though. Let's burn out all the defense, all these cards here. I should play the upgrade one. Refresh this hand. I made a misplay. First time I took damage, pretty much the first time I take damage this entire round. Don't want any of that. Another upgrade. Actually, we'll recall here. Just so it's out of the way. Gosh, that's... Please. Ugh. What a gross hand. Really? Here we go. I'll do it next turn just so I have some block, maybe. Yeah, here we go. Liquid bronze. Another disarm plus, yes. That'll be very good for the upcoming fights. Use new bracelets, that's kind of whatever. With 49 hit points going into 2 fights. Getting the second wind upgrade, good. But outside of that, I don't really need it. So we'll rest. Get those few extra hit points for the 2 fights that are coming up here. Okay. Focus. Not a great start. Really not a great start. Maybe for a 0? Okay. Ah, company. Indeed. I think 8 damage, that's not a big deal here. Oh my gosh, this is awful, awful, awful good. Although there is no, nothing coming in, which is good. So we can play the Dark Embrace and not have to worry about it. Okay. I would like to Liquid Memories. My dual wield. I have Dark Embrace. So actually I would like my second wind. Play the Seeing Red. And the Disarm. 1, 2, it's 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25. This is slightly better. This gives me 5 block every time I play an attack. We'll play that too. I have 3 cards left to play. Disarm, Bash, Bludgeon. Damage coming in. Again, 12 damage coming in. Again, bad draws. Unfortunate. Taking 4 here, not that big of a deal. Okay, this is pretty good. Getting the +1 strength on this is very, very important. I can afford to be down to 1 bludgeon here. And I can corrupt here. That's fine. Six times 3. My goodness. Oh my goodness. 3 costs, man. I want to do that just to get the... I can't afford a 1-card turn the following turn. Like, again, I gotta stop getting all these 3 costs I'm getting, man. Look at them. Look at all these 3 costs. Jeez. Did I burn both my bludgeons? I should still have one. No, I still have one. Bash, Iron Wave, into Bash again. That's 1 more strength. That's good. I played this fight horribly wrong. Yeah. I played this fight horribly wrong, and I'm just dead. I should have saved the Theme Fire for this part of the fight. I should have slowed down. I also should have held off on the corruption. I think I blew a bunch of defense cards at one point. It's a bad decision. What time is it? Hour and a half in. All right, I think we'll take her easy from there, I think. Yeah. Is there a different game? On? Not particular. I guess we can actually finish it off with some Final Fantasy IV. No, if I get into that game, I want to be invested. I'm gonna want to be in it for a while. If I get into Final Fantasy IV, I'm gonna want to be in it for at least another couple of hours, and it is already 9:30. I really shouldn't be going much later than another half hour, which is not enough time for another run. So we're gonna actually save and quit. Which means I think I'm actually gonna just call it a night here. Yeah. I might be back on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. Yeah, Sunday I'll be back. Sunday morning. Try to hit those morning streams again on a couple days. Yeah. All right. Appreciate everybody that swung by that did, and until next time, guys. Have a good day. Cheers.